Think back to the Kyle family, those familiar faces that filled your nights with laughter on My Wife and Kids. The cozy, sharp-witted sitcom ended long ago, but the real stories behind its cast took turns no one expected. One rose to wealth, another slipped from public view, and one sadly died in 2025 without most fans ever hearing. Now we revisit their journeys and acknowledge the lives they shaped beyond the screen. Tisha Campbell Martin, Janet J. Kyle. Born October 13, 1968, Tisha Campbell Martin stepped into the role of Jay at 33, bringing warmth, intelligence, and humor to the Kyle household. Her performance made her a beloved figure, yet privately, she lived through years of emotional turmoil. Before the show, her time on Martin left lifelong scars after enduring harassment that forced her exit. Although marriage to Duane Martin felt like healing, their 22-year union collapsed under financial stress, leaving her bankrupt and raising an autistic son mostly on her own. Countless nights of fear and exhaustion drained her physically and emotionally, but she fought back through advocacy work and a return to television. At 57, Tisha continues creating small projects, holding a net worth near $700,000 and valuing her reclaimed peace far more than fame. Damon Wayans, Michael Kyle. Born September 4, 1960, Damon Wayans brought Michael Kyle to life at age 41, shaping the stern yet loving father audiences adored. Despite the laughter he delivered, his personal world unraveled when his 16-year marriage ended as My Wife and Kids began. The breakup left him isolated at the height of his career. Depression and chronic hip arthritis made everyday life painful, but he never let the public see the weight of his struggle. Today, at 65, he keeps mostly out of sight, developing scripts with his son and producing Papa's House. His estimated $35 million fortune represents years of persistence through private battles. Ella Joyce. Ella Joyce joined the show at 47 as Jasmine Scott, the strong, witty neighbor with a nurturing heart. Off-screen, she carried years of insecurity mixed with fear of disappointing her husband, actor Dan Martin, whose career never reached the same spotlight. The imbalance strained her confidence and drove her into deep depression after her acclaimed role in Rock ended. Sleepless nights and anxiety medication marked her quiet struggle, affecting her opportunities in major films. Now 71, she lives a modest life of writing, stage coaching, and motivational speaking, with a net worth around $2 million, comfortable enough after decades of internal storms. George O. Gore II. Junior Kyle. George O. Gore II played the goofy and lovable Junior at just 19. Behind the comedic charm, he was a young actor wrestling with isolation after early fame faded. When applause vanished after New York Undercover, he spiraled into alcohol use and emotional instability, damaging his reputation in Hollywood. His slow comeback began when he wrote Sneerella in 2022, though years of stress left him relying heavily on therapy. At 43, he leads a quiet life focused on independent writing and directing, maintaining a net worth near $2 million as he stays removed from the spotlight that once overwhelmed him. Lester Speight. Calvin Scott. Lester Speight, born August 28, 1963, became the loud, entertaining Calvin Scott at age 31, but his personal life was much harder than his cheerful character suggested. His once private marriage struggled under financial strain and constant career setbacks. Long stretches of low-paying acting jobs kept him away from home, leaving his family waiting while he fought to hold his dreams together. Years later, Lester revealed that his shattered marriage turned him cold, irritable, and uninterested in love, leaving him emotionally numb. After the divorce, he drifted through life, sinking into alcohol and loneliness as the years wore on. Because of that heartbreak, his career kept stalling again and again. Following the fame of Terry Tate and his role as Augustus Cole in Gears of War, Lester turned down major deals, blaming his health while secretly fearing failure. Before each performance, he relied on painkillers just to stand and walk, barely making it through. Doctors warned that pushing further could cost him the ability to walk, but he continued anyway. By 2025, at age 62, Lester Speight lives quietly, slowed down by a knee condition, yet still smiling warmly when speaking about his fans. His estimated $3 million net worth may be modest, but it allows him a calm life after years of chaos. Meagan Good. Born August 8, 1981, Meagan Good was only 21 when she stepped into the role of Junior's impulsive girlfriend in 2001. Though brief, the part opened doors and helped launch her into film stardom. Yet behind the rising fame, Meagan endured far more pain than viewers imagined. Her career built on a sensual image brought harsh criticism from the public and media. Her marriage to Devin Franklin looked perfect from afar, but it hid nights filled with tears and pressure. Trying to fit the role of a devout wife slowly erased her sense of self, and their differences led to a 2022 divorce. The emotional blow left her sleepless, underweight, and in therapy as her career suffered from typecasting. But she fought her way back with hits like Think Like a Man and Anchorman 2, proving her worth on her own. Now at 45, Meagan is remarried to Jonathan Majors and thriving as an actress, producer, and business owner with a $5 million net worth.
Damon Wayans Jr. John. Damon Wayans Jr., born November 18, 1982, was only 19 when he played Junior's hilarious best friend in the 2001 series. As a newcomer and son of a comedy legend, he carried the weight of constant comparisons. Every failed project cut deeply, as people claimed he existed only because of his father's name. Those doubts seeped into his personal life, even affecting his early relationship and later custody battle. The draining legal fight brought sleepless nights and therapy as he struggled with fame and fatherhood. At times, the pressure nearly pushed him to quit acting entirely, but he transformed his struggles into fuel, returning strong with happy endings, earning major award nominations. Let's Be Cops further proved his talent, helping him step out of his father's shadow. Today, at 43, Damon Jr. is grounded, working alongside his father on Papa's House and holding a $9 million net worth. Jennifer Freeman, Claire Kyle. Jennifer Freeman, born October 20, 1985, was just 16 when she became Claire in seasons 2 through 5 of the show. The role made her a household name, but it also marked the start of overwhelming pressure. Replacing Jazz Ray Cole caused backlash, followed by non-stop paparazzi attention and harsh criticism. The stress triggered anxiety, sleeplessness, and panic attacks, while she had to pretend everything was fine. Her 2009 marriage to Earl Watson seemed like an escape, but it soon unraveled into conflict. The emotional strain led to depression and forced her to step away from acting. As roles disappeared, her career faded, leading to financial struggles after her 2015 divorce. Long custody battles forced her to work constantly just to stay afloat. Now at 40, she lives quietly with her daughter Isabella, returning slowly to acting while building a life of peace and self-healing. Her $500,000 net worth may be small, but it reflects a new chapter built on self-love. Brooklyn Sudano, born January 5, 1981, was 21 when she took on Vanessa Scott's role in seasons 4 and 5. Her warm smile and natural charm won viewers over instantly. But behind that glow, her journey was filled with challenges far from the spotlight. It began as a life shaped by pressure, with Brooklyn constantly trying to outrun the enormous legacy of her mother, disco icon Donna Summer. Growing up as the daughter of a legend kept her under constant comparison. Though she found joy in marrying Mike McLaughlin in 2006 and raising their daughter, the weight of living up to Donna Summer never loosened its grip. Brooklyn later revealed that her drive for success often strained her marriage. Mike, who knew little of the entertainment world, treasured her simplicity, while she struggled to balance being a wife, mother, and artist, desperate to prove her own identity. That emotional battle triggered ongoing insomnia, leading her to therapy and meditation for stability. Following My Wife and Kids, Brooklyn sought her own path through roles in Parenthood 2010 and Taken 2017, yet people continued to label her as Donna Summer's daughter. That constant tag even made her consider quitting Hollywood. While directing the 2023 documentary Love to Love You, Donna Summer, she broke down mid-interview, finally realizing she had never stepped out from her mother's shadow. Facing that truth became her turning point, giving her the courage to heal and forgive herself. Now 44, Brooklyn Sudano still lives quietly in Los Angeles with her family, continuing her work behind the camera as a director and producer. Her net worth sits around $3 million, earned from her film work and part of her mother's estate. Noah Gray Cabey, remembered as Franklin Mumford, was born on November 16, 1995, in Chicago. At only 6, he played the piano prodigy who lit up My Wife and Kids with charm and wit. His talent and maturity made him Hollywood's little star, but beneath that glow was a childhood packed with pressure. He had started piano at 3, performing worldwide before he could read properly, growing up under relentless discipline. The fame from the show led everyone to call him a genius, a title that scared him as much as it praised him. When the series ended, maintaining that prodigy image overwhelmed him, causing anxiety and sleeplessness. Even with a role in Heroes 2006 to 2010, Noah later admitted he once thought about walking away from acting just to live like an ordinary kid. Over time, he turned back to music, this time for healing, not for perfection, writing songs, joining charity events, and acting in Code Black and All American, slowly rediscovering balance. Today, at 30, Noah Gray Cabey lives quietly, single and devoted to both piano and acting. His estimated $2 million net worth is modest, but it allows him the peaceful life he always wanted. Andrew McFarlane, who played Tony Jeffers, was born August 3, 1986, in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. At 15, he charmed viewers as Claire's pure-hearted boyfriend on My Wife and Kids. But once the camera stopped, Andrew faced the heavy burden of being typecast as the good boy. As he grew older, breaking out of that role became nearly impossible. Producers hesitated to give him deeper characters, causing his career to stall and leading him to isolate himself from many of his former co-stars. His long period of singleness wasn't just personal choice. He feared people would only see Tony, not the real Andrew. During his 20s, he dealt with depression, anxiety, and insomnia, eventually stepping back from Hollywood to recover. His return in Dance Flick 2009 proved he had reinvented himself, now writing and producing while shaping his own creative path. Meditation, yoga, and a passion for helping young people through mental health struggles became part of his purpose. Today, at 39, Andrew lives quietly in California, focusing on screenwriting and independent films. With a net worth of about $500,000, he values freedom far more than fame. Jaz Ray Cole, born February 11, 1988, played the original Claire Kyle in Season 1 at just 13. Many believed she was television's next rising star, until she was suddenly replaced without warning in Season 2. That moment shattered her confidence and marked the beginning of years spent battling insecurity. Losing the role as a young teen left her confused about how success could disappear overnight. She withdrew from acting and buried herself in dance, the one place she still felt alive. Jaz later trained fiercely at the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater, pushing herself to her limits. Afterwards, she found the courage to return to acting, with roles in Jericho, The Soul Man, and Netflix's The Lincoln Lawyer 2022. Even so, she still had to fight to prove her talent, as Hollywood often remembered her only as the girl who was replaced. Anxiety followed her for years, and therapy helped her regain control. Those battles eventually strengthened her, shaping her into a resilient and self-aware woman. Now 37, Jaz Ray Cole divides her time between Los Angeles and New York, still acting and teaching dance to underprivileged kids. She also speaks at events about rebuilding confidence after failure. Her net worth is around $3 million, earned through tenacity, not luck. And that wraps up today's story. Who would have imagined that behind the laughter of my wife and kids lived such powerful struggles and emotional journeys? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more untold Hollywood stories.